Take us with you. TexasStarlist.com. Log on now.
Fax machine, sack of green. Case they
Shout out
think
to
I lost
C.A.P.
it. They up in my
716.
office. Paper like a fax machine. Papers got that sack of green. Case they think I lost it. They up in my office.
This is the
Paper
Stars
like
on the
a
Way
fax
edition.
machine. Papers got that
TSL
sack of green.
podcast.
Case they think I lost it.
I'm your host,
They up
Q
in my
Fix.
office. Paper like a fax machine. Papers got that sack of green. All I want is my proper slot. Key on stage like Papa Doc. Give a fuck if I blow, I'm hot or not. Spit from the soul when I rep my block. A lot of foes don't believe till the webs get cocked. Funeral service, wake receivers for make believers. I don't go on dates, won't catch me on cheaters. I don't walk, ride around, won't fuck up my sneakers. Never whack on the track, won't fuck with no features. Whitney, crackers whack, hell no, turn up y'all speakers, play follow the leader.
Buffalo, stand up.
Cap out the touchdown, then follow cheerleaders. Hope she in a teaser, crack the Dutch. Roll up briefer like Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa. The kids are sleeping, hit that snooze on me, smell that booze on me. Who said that? I'm not a boss.
Hey, yo, Cap, man, what's good, man? You laying down, nigga? You supposed to be laying down this verse, man.
My bad, I was nodding off. See these hating ass niggas keep popping off. All my shit dope, they keep copping raw. Try to keep tabs, take sneak jabs. One roll, no easy pass, I leave your ass. Case they think I lost it. They up in my office. Paper like a fax machine. Papers got that sack of green. Case they think I lost it. They up in my office. Paper like a fax machine. Papers got that sack of green. When the people come,
Yeah, we finna bring the homie C.A.P. 716 on the show. Texas Star List podcast, Stars on the Way edition. Shout out to Rhino Track. Shout out to DJ Bottit. Shout out to DJ Johnny Rip. Shout out to the London DJs over there. You know what I'm saying? Our brother Roger Diamond. Shout out to everybody across Texas, the Midwest, all the way to the East Coast.
Take us with you. TexasStarlist.com. Log on now.
What up, world? We back live on the Texas Star List podcast, Stars on the Way edition. I told y'all we taking it from the South all the way to the East Coast this time. You know what I'm saying? I would like to welcome you, Buffalo, New York's own C.A.P. 716 to the show, man. What's up with you, brother?
Texas
What's good, man? Y'all know what it is. C.A.P. 716, a.k.a. King of the Witty Raps.
Man, shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? New York popping. Shout out to Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all popping in the game.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I'm from Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? The Lower East Side. You know what I'm saying? Not far from where, you know what I mean, Griselda, like Benny and, you know, Conway and them grew up. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like any other city or any, you know, every city got hoods and, you know what I'm saying? So I just come from the same stumping grounds, the same background. You know, I don't know if you could curse on here, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But okay, well, it's the same shit. You know what I mean, same shit everywhere you go. So yeah, but that's where I'm from. Though. I'm from east side of Buffalo.
That's what's up, man. How far is that from New York City? Like New York?
Driving wise, we about 6 hours away because I took a couple road trips to link up with Don DeMarco like back during the pandemic. I actually dropped a mixtape with him too called Capital Gain. So that's on that Piff and Audio Mac. So it's like a 6 hour drive.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't know. New York is large. I got a lot of different cities out there, you know, as well.
Yeah, we closer to Canada. We closer to Drake and them.
So y'all get cold as hell out there then.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we get like 6 months of winter, man.
Man, what's about the coldest y'all get, like in the negative?
It don't really be so much fires in the negative. Like it could get there sometimes, but it mainly be like the wind chill factor. It just be the wind chill factor and then hella snow. So it just be crazy. You sitting here scraping your car off about 15, 20 minutes trying to heat that joint up before you got to get where you got to go. But you know what I'm saying? It's more just a wind chill factor.
Yeah.
And we get that lake effect snow.
Man, tell the world about these Buffalo, New York City streets, man. You know, a lot of different cities. Yeah, it got similar, but the East Coast is different. We out here in Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's probably got some similarities, but it's very different as far as like different lifestyles, you know, the cars that people drive, you know, how people move, the music. What were some of the influences coming up, you know, out there in Buffalo, man, that drove you into hip hop?
Oh, that's a great question. Far as just, I would say from Buffalo, because before like Griselda, took off, I wasn't really too tapped in with just like the Buffalo market, far as the independent rappers. Like I did my own thing, and I knew of a couple cats that was doing shit. But far as who influenced me, I'm influenced by a bunch of different artists. I mean, growing up, it would be like the Mount Rushmore to me, which is probably Tupac, Big, and I'd probably say like Nas and Jay-Z. But I'm influenced by from Scarface, T.I., Lil Wayne, Jadakiss, the whole Locks, Dipset, Fab. I mean, I could go on and on with my list of different artists that I'm influenced by. Two Chains, uh, is so many different ones. So um, I probably have a list of about 50 to 100 different artists that I'm influenced by. Jeezy, J. Cole. So, I mean, you name it.
Yeah. Can you recall your first time, saying stepping up in that studio, you know, writing that record and then laying it down?
Yeah, it probably been a minute ago. My first joint. I'm trying to think. I can't even really think of what that experience was like for the first time, because I like live in the booth, so I be recording a bunch of songs. I remember one of the first studios I went to, and I was working on this project called The Story, and with me and my boy Dex. So shout out to Dex. But we had this album called The Story. We ain't never even dropped it like on the streaming sites. That was probably back in like 2008, I want to say. So what I mean, it was just it was just different hearing my voice over a record, because a lot of people tell me, "Man, you got a voice. You sound like you could be on the radio." You know what I mean? So I kind of knew I had a voice that kind of sounded good sonically over records. That was one thing I noticed. Then it was just making my bars just match my lifestyle. When I first started rapping, I used to just say whatever rhyme. You know what I mean? Like whatever was the hardest shit to say, whatever that was going to really appeal to the people. I just started growing with my music, where I started being able to like really implement myself into my lyrics. So it's more like 85% more real and 15% entertainment, when before it was probably 30% real and 70% entertainment.
Understand that. And that's real that you even said that. A lot of artists don't even want to admit that. And that's real that you took time. Is, what I'm saying, being able to find your own flow and like yourself. Uh, that's dope.
That's a fact. It's I mean, just come with the game and come with just the experience and learning, and taking those critiques and just trying to just keep stepping up to the plate. And I mean, I'll be aiming for them home runs. So I'd be happy if I get on base, but every night I feel like you give me three songs, one of them joints going out the park.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like what would you call like one of your satisfactions of, doing music? Where do you go to like get your response? Some people, go to the street, some people go to the club, some people, dropping mixtapes, getting on mixtapes, putting out albums on their own mixtapes. How would you say you've been getting your feedback over the years?
Well, I got my own DJ. Shout out to DJ Larry Loud. I'm part of like Loud Live Radio, so he do all of my shows. But I say what happened with me a lot of times. I remember a lot of times people would like, if I tell people I rap, for instance, I tell somebody I rap, and everybody rap now. So I even got a song like "Where the Fans At" if the whole room rap. But I let somebody hop in the car with me, and I play something, and then they'll fuck with it. And then there's been times where I sold like CDs and tickets for shows and shirts and all that, like my merch. And one of my boys, he came to one of my shows, and after I performed, he said, "Yo, I watched you perform, and then I went back and listened to your album. Like I ain't listened to the album until I saw you on stage and you was rocking the crowd." And a lot of times, that's where I see where I get my most fans from. I think is when I actually perform my music, because I say a lot of bars, a lot of witty shit, and if your name not one of the biggest names in the game, people ain't gonna really just pay attention to you at first. But once people like see what you're doing and what you're saying, and like I got a bunch of buyers. That's where I came with the self proclaimed king of the witty raps from. So I'm saying a bunch of slick shit that you gonna miss it if you don't play the song back. You're gonna have to play it back 3-4 times, because there's something in there I probably said that you didn't catch the first 2 times. So it just came from just repetition. And but the best feedback to me, I probably would say, if I'm on stage or getting in my car. Like I just had my boy Muggs with me 2 days ago, because I got an album coming out on May 17th called closed caption. So we was just riding around playing the whole album. And then I called him the repeater because every time you like one of my songs, he played that bitch back like 15 times. So he just we can't barely get through the album because he keep telling me, no, play that joint back. So I go off of all type of shit, but mainly on the stage or, riding around with somebody and just letting them hear the music.
No, that's perfect. You're a great artist. I come from a DJ background, and that's a great. You summed that up perfectly, and probably said it better than any other artist that I done heard. Like, you want to test your music, and especially from the performance standpoint. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that you got skills rocking the stage and everything. Plus, it get the chance for people to be able to see your personality too. So that's dope that you even you know your path and how to test your records, and then especially riding, what I'm saying, with some partners, and just they gonna let you know, especially people that really love music. So respect that, man. Respect on your grind. Let's speak up on that album that's finna drop. What was the story behind that, the influence and the motivation behind putting that together?
Oh man, before I get into that, I want to just give a big shout out to DJ Body too and the whole Texas Starlet. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate bro linking with me and even me connecting with y'all. So I just want to say that first and foremost. But the album, first I'm gonna just say, this is my 11th project, probably like in the last 5 or 6 years. So, but the influence behind this one, closed caption, everything be a play off of my name for the majority of my albums, because I go by C.A.P. So I got albums called Salary Cap, Part 1, 2, and 3, closed caption now, Capital Gain, Part 1 with Don DeMarco, then Capital Gain, Part 2, Capitol Hill. So a lot of my albums, I just do a play off of my name. But this one particularly, this is one of my favorite projects that I'm probably the proudest of, because it's super personal to me. So if you really listen to this album, I feel like a great artist or a good artist or a great artist, you should be the kind of know the person through their music. Like if you listen to their music, you almost feel like you was hanging with them and shit. So if you listen to this album, you can tell I deal with a lot of mental health shit. Like it's all in my music. I even got a song called Mental Management. It's soulful, it's dark, but I got a track on there for the ladies called A1. Shout out to Dave Stewie and Nicole Ali.
Yeah.
Got joints with Cold Blooded called Dimes and Nicks and Can't Get Away. I got a joint called Strapped with L Biz and my brother the General. It's a soulful and it's a dark album, and I think it's like beautiful at the same time. So it's like an oxymoron because it's dark, but it's like beautiful and it's soulful, and it's just like if you play it from beginning to end, you could almost catch the story because I always end it with like something for you to think about. So the last song called Peace of Mind. So I'm talking about what I need to give me peace of mind. But it's a lot of shit on there. Hall Monitor, that should be a single. A joint called End of Me, that's another crazy joint. It's so much. It's 20 tracks. So it's damn like I gave people a fucking double CD. You know what I'm saying? But I got that much music to get out, and I got another project that I'm still gonna drop later on this year. So I'm just gonna keep working though.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out. Even just the way you explained that, man, you can tell you got real passion behind your music and you're a real artist, man. So I just want to say salute to you and respect to your grind. Plus, you in the game with a DJ, you performing, you putting out projects, man. To go back a little bit on these projects, you know what I'm saying, for the people that didn't catch it, man, this guy got the project Salary Cap, so he naming all the projects off of his name. You got Capital Gain, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? And you finna come out with Salary Cap, man.
Yeah, I'm about to drop. Closed caption. That's the joint I'm dropping May 17th.
Capitol Hill,
the only one
that you dropped in 2021.
Yeah, yep. Generally capitalized. That's being my brother. That's like a boom bap project. So shout out to my brother, the General. That's a joint we just dropped. We dropped that on Black Friday back in November. So
and where can everybody can go get these projects, either buying them or streaming, or where can they go to?
I'm Cap 716 on everything. So Spotify, my YouTube page, Cap 716. So basically, Apple Music, wherever you go, Cap 716 on everything. And my shit popping on the radio right now too. So shout out to DJ Bowder, Texas Starlet. Go check out that fax machine. that's one of my biggest songs, one of my best songs. That if I ever do blow up, you know what I'm saying, I think that's gonna be the song to do it, because I've never done a show where people ain't fuck with that song. If I do that song first and I do 5 songs, they be like, yo, that first joint, man, I fuck with that. So I try to switch it up. I put it at the end. They be like, yo, that last joint, man, I fuck with that joint. So I be trying to trick them, but they don't go for it. That still be everybody is like a hands down favorite joint. So definitely Fax Machine will be one of my biggest songs though. But you know what I'm saying? Listen to this new project, Closed Caption. You know what I'm saying? It's all closed caption because I'm going into my life. I'm going into a dark place. So you see the album cover, you see like the jail bars, you see the graffiti in the background, you see the notepad, the headphones, and that was me kind of doing my little prison stint. So I'm just taking you down that avenue. I even got a couple tracks that I actually wrote from when I was in there. So shout out to my boy Cheese Asiago, because he on my first album, Salary Cap. We got a song called Switch It Up. So we always chopped it up. We probably made a whole album worth of music in there. He just ain't never dropped his shit yet. You know what I mean? And shout out to his brother too, Flip It Quick, because they from Richmond, Virginia. He definitely be doing his thing. So, you know what I mean? Big ups to them boys. But yeah, definitely Closed Caption, man. It's going to be one of them ones.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the VA. Let's go back to Fax Machine, man. Dope temp to the record. The beat is dope. Hook is banging. Man, where was you at, and how did you come up with that concept of that record?
Because in the hook, if you listen to the first thing I say is, in case they think I lost it, like this a day up in my office, like this shit's starting to get easy to me. So sometimes I second guess myself, or I overly critique myself, and and coming from Buffalo, and it's probably the same in every city, where you don't get the love from your peers. It took for me to travel, doing shows in Arizona, going to Pittsburgh, going to Cleveland. Shout out to DJ Jack the Ripper. Shout out to my boy Connor Fields. He definitely one of my biggest fans as far as music, and he another artist, but he loved my shit. So it came from just moving around, and Fax Machine was basically just made from one of them times where I was like second guessing, like, damn, like, like, is you really that dude? Like, is you know what I'm saying? Like, is you really about this shit? Like, you really feel like you one of the dopest artists? Well, prove that shit. Like, that's like me almost like looking in the mirror, talking to myself. And so that's kind of where the song came from. So that's why even in the first verse, like Kill You on Stage, like Papa Doc, like I'm going into my Eminem bag. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just feel like I step in the booth like I'm Tyson in his heyday, like ready to fight, like I'm trying to kill somebody. So most of my bars, the way I write, I'm like a battle rapper on wax, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really battling myself because I'm competing with my last project or my last song or my last verse.
Respect that. That's hard. And you bringing real art to the game, man. Just even, us on this podcast live and just listening to you the whole time, man, you definitely can tell that you a different artist, and you in your own category, and man, you definitely got to keep going. I wouldn't even wait on just it don't even just be just one record. Of course it's that one record that make people go like nationwide and certain stuff like that, but just your energy and what you bring into the game, long as you stay consistent, I can see people, you really building a real fan base, and that's gonna roll with you.
No, that's a fact, and I appreciate that too. You know what I mean? I feel like you got to just, this a cutthroat game, so you got to kind of like keep your foot on people's neck and let them know, you constantly got music going. So that's why I'm blessed to have certain connections. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with DJ Larry Lau, it's a bunch of different DJs that still be keeping my music in rotation. So even if I do fall back for a minute, or I'm not as present on social media or whatever, I always got my music out there. And every once in a while, somebody will just hit me up. I get a message. Somebody, one of my cousins in Cali, shout out to my cousin Shondell, he sent me a message one day. He was in his car going to work, and he was playing one of my songs. I forget what song it was, but little shit like that, I start writing it. Like, I just get inspired, and I'll be like, all right, I'm back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be wanting to let whoever my true fans is, I don't be wanting to let them down. So I feel like I got to keep dropping more music.
Yeah, especially in a time like now when, music is able to put out real fast digital, so man, most definitely with that. So you got the album coming soon. That's tough. Any plans for the summer, man, you got going on after you drop the album?
Probably try to just, maybe shoot a video or two, and, maybe do a couple more shows. Last show I did was it was on March 2nd. It was for the 716 Awards. They had like a showcase for people to perform and get free slots on the awards. But I was just there as a special guest. Shout out to Lit City because he invited me. He fuck with Griselda heavy, so he had heard me perform at another one of their shows. So they know I got buyers. So when I get introduced, even shout out to my boy DJ Nick or Foundation Productions, because every time I perform at Olean, he'd be like, yo, y'all got to listen to this man. He got bars, you know what I mean? Shout out to King of the Witty Rap. So that's the shit that just get me excited, though. So I'm probably rambling and getting off topic like Charles Barkley, but the music shit just get me excited. So I damn near done forgot the question. I just started going in about
Yeah.
whatever was on my mind about this music shit.
How important it is to you to link up with the DJs?
That's the most important thing out of everything, because first of all, they're gonna tell you they want you to really send them, a clean version, maybe a instrumental joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's multiple ways you could do it, because if the DJs fuck with you, you know what I'm saying, that's how you get the people to fuck with you, because they the ones spinning the records. So you definitely want to have some good relationships with the DJs. So that's why I said, from DJ Bout It to Don DeMarco to DJ Larry Loud, DJ Flex to Flex in Nigeria. And it's a bunch of more DJs. I don't want to DJ J Reels. He did one of my shows too before in Buffalo. You got to show love to the DJs and respect what they do, because without them, them records ain't getting played. And you want your shit in heavy rotation. That's what it takes to really, to get your shit out of there.
Shout out to all the DJs, man, and all the artists that's tuned in, man. Make sure y'all taking taking down these notes, man, because building relationships is definitely important. And then if you go into a DJ, you can't even expect them just to play it right then and there. Going there just to introduce yourself or offer him a drink or something, or you know what I'm saying. So he'll be able to like, oh, okay, I saw this guy before, so I gotta get it. Hey, for those who don't know, man, that never been to Buffalo, New York, out here in Texas, Papados is real big, seafood, steaks, and all that, man. Where would you take somebody out? What type of food is good and known in Buffalo, man?
Well, we mainly known for our wings, so I would say probably go to Duff's. Duff's probably got like some of the best wings, but we got some good steak spots. There's a spot called Shy's. That's on the east side on it's like near Broadway and Fillmore. And we got a lot of good pizza spots. Like, I think we got some of the best pizza. We might be underrated for that, but I love pizza, so that's one of my favorite joints. So we got a couple different good pizza spots. You could go to Franco's, Lenova's, Just Pizza. Just Pizza probably one of my favorites. So yeah, but mainly the wings, though. I'll say I would send them to Duff's for the wings, because like if you go to Philly, you probably want to get a cheesesteak. Like, at certain spots you want to get certain shit from. So for us, it will probably be the wings. I'd probably say go to Duff's.
For sure. What about y'all nightlife, man? Out here, nightlife pretty dope. Some spots go all night. They got the after hour spots. What about y'all nightlife as far as y'all music and y'all style? How would you say that is?
Probably we got a lot of nice spots that people go to downtown on Chippewa. Then it'd be like different bars and stuff, like on the east side that be lit sometimes. I don't be too much into the party shit. No.
Is it be more like bar style or like club?
It's like a mixture of both. If you go downtown, like on Chippewa, the whole strip be just like clubs. But then you got like all through like the east side and all that, people go to different bars and shit to hang out. So it's just, whatever your twist. Me personally, I usually, if you see me in the club, I'm probably performing and going to support somebody else who performing. But we got a bar called Stamps too, where people go there to actually I think they just did one of their last shows like a month back, but that was a nice spot people used to go to perform. And that's a nice little hangout spot. So we got a couple joints though. We got a couple joints for the nightlife.
Yeah, dope. Man, I haven't been to Buffalo. I've been hearing though. You know what I'm saying? How's the wave? I heard you mention Zelda. How's the wave since they've been popping, you know, in the music industry? Is it like more motivation? Did it bring more motivation to the city? More like, you know, eyes to the city as far as the hip hop community?
Oh hell yeah. It definitely I would say motivated a bunch of artists because way more people putting out music now. I think that kind of propelled the 716 Awards. I think they about to be on their third year of it. I got nominated the first year for like new artist of the year. I ain't really been that new, but I guess I was kind of like new to them because they ain't really heard about me yet. But it's I would say it's more opportunities. But you still gotta. I still think you gotta navigate. You gotta move around. Either you gotta have connections with people to try to get your music in other platforms and in other areas outside of Buffalo. Because I don't think you're gonna just blow just being the dopest and the nicest, just staying stationary. Because even Griselda didn't blow up in Buffalo. Like Buffalo caught on to their wave later on, and even when Conway would come back to the city to do drum work, like I went to the last drum work. I think he did two so far. I went to it last summer. And, it seemed like for his set, I don't be feeling like they be getting the love that they should get from their hometown. Like Jadakiss is a big ass name, so of course he gonna get the love. Rich the Kid, Gucci Man was the headliner, but I still feel like the shit Conway be saying because we was doing a podcast called the 716 Men podcast, and we was talking about the different shows and the way people show love or not. But it seemed like here, I don't know. Like I said, it seemed like it'd be a little bit of envy or hate or something. It don't be
Yeah.
enough love though.
And
You
then
know what I mean?
sometimes, man, people don't even know how, you know, it might sound crazy, but some, you know, majority of sometimes, yeah, it be like hate, but then sometimes people just be ahead of their time in their own city and they just don't know how to embrace it because it's from here. I think a lot of, we starting to see that more for a lot of artists. Just like how a lot of, it happened to, a few. We don't want to get too much into politics, but like certain artists in Dallas, it's kind of like, the city of like, so, but that's the great thing about just staying connected out of town and stay steady going too. You got to do that.
No, that's a fact. Yeah,
That's a
and I
must.
believe that's true too. Yeah, it's definitely just being able to move around though. So, it's about just having a budget, having connections, and really having good art. Because at the end of the day, the art gonna speak for itself. And if somebody find that art, people reach out to you. So that's happened to me multiple times. So I think the art got to speak for itself. You know what I mean? And then everything else, you kind of package up the deal. But like they say, is more than just the music. Is a business. So the business part is even bigger than the music. So you gotta kind of have your ducks in order.
Yeah. Man, speak up on that red or blue pill video that Buffalo had hard, by the way. The stitching
Oh,
on that
appreciate
mug
it.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I go by Cap 716, so I used to just go by Cap. So part of my name was I always wore fitted caps. I was always known for like wearing different, raw fitted caps and shit. But yeah, the red or blue pill video, we shot one of the scenes at the in front of the Bill Stadium, and then another scene was in front of like Benny. He had the picture outside of one of the stores on the east side, so his mural. But yeah, the video was crazy. Shout out to Prince Killer, he on the song too. Shout out to my boy Ching Ching Fame. He actually produced that whole album. That album called Immaculate Pen. So Red or Blue Pill is on Immaculate Pen if y'all want to check that out. But yeah, the video was just crazy. I was just saying a whole bunch of trying to just go with my King of the Witty rap shit. I was just in my bag with that up tempo, fast paced flow. Like I said, I like different artists. Like I'm trying to think of who another Twista. I grew up on both Bone Thugs and Harmony. Um, Lil
Okay.
Wayne go with that fast shit sometimes. So that kind of inspired that record. Yeah, the video we just wanted to show love to our city, so that's why it was shot in front of the Bill Stadium.
Shout out to the 716, man. I just feel like, that's dope that uh, independent music is just bigger now. It ain't all about just who on BET or anything like that. Long as you push, and it's really like if you got the dope talent and you push it in the right markets and have, the people that really work, it's about just collecting your database of who rock with you and who go pick up with you. But man, shout out to
Yeah,
y'all,
so
man.
Oh, that's a fact, man. Salute and appreciate it, man. Always.
New album, you want to plug the album again and when it's going to be coming out?
Oh yeah, yes sir. The new album, man, from Cap 716 called Closed Caption. Closed Caption, man, is just a journey through my life. Some of my past experiences. A lot of my references is from past tense. So when you hear a lot of that drug talk, this is just me speaking on my past. But it's just a dope album, man. I think it's inspiring. It's motivational. It's speaking about my morals, my principles, my integrity, the things that I went through in my life, a bunch of different stories. And then it's still a track for the ladies called A1. So, it's just a dope album, man. So Closed Caption drop on May 17th, man. So next Friday, May 17th, man, Closed Caption will be out.
Man, make sure y'all go check that out. I'm definitely go check it out, man. I feel your whole story, man, especially when you just how you broke it down. So I'm a fan of real music, real art, hip hop. Been that way since day one, man. Let people know where to find you at too on the social media.
Yeah, you can find me like I said, on everything is Cap 716. My Facebook is just my name spelled out all together, all letters, Cap 716. My Instagram is C.A.P. 716. So C.A.P. 716. And then everything goes, all my streaming sites, it'll be Cap 716.
Man, make sure y'all go follow him, man. Check out the music. Peep that. Anytime y'all decide to go to the East Coast, Buffalo, man, make sure y'all check out and hit up Cap 716. And I'm going to give a shout out to all the DJs that been rocking and supporting independent music, you know what I mean, from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the way from the South to the North. Man, shout out to all the promoters and DJs that been supporting Cap 716 music, man, all the fans. Man, that's much love from Texas Starlist, thestarlist.com. Man, shout out to DJ Bottit. Man, everybody that rolled with us, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and keep rolling. And if y'all listen to this, make sure y'all share it to y'all friends or anything. It's all love. Let's get it.
Yep. Yo, this Cap 716, man. Y'all know who I'm rocking with, man. The Texas Starlit podcast. Make sure y'all check it out, man. Y'all already know. Just coming from Buffalo, New York, man. From the 716, man. Y'all know what it is.
TexasStarlist.com.